Hey, what's going on? This is Henry with the Referral Guys and with a quick tutorial of how I'm able to rank sites real quick at the top of Google, even in competitive niches. You heard me right, even in cities that have 1 million, 1.2 million and above. And of course, if it's smaller than that, well, it's just like eating pumpkin pie with your hands, like my mama would say. But anyways, make a long story short, this is the actual PBN structure. What are PBNs? Private Blog Network. And what do we use the private blog network for? Obviously for our money site that's right here. This is what's going to pay you. This is what's going to make you the money. This is what's going to bring in the moolah. So you got to make sure at the end of the day, you follow the rules that Google has laid out. And honestly, Google is a big dummy. At the end of the day, they really don't know what the hell they're doing. And it's so easy to trick their system. It's almost pathetic. They say it's all about content. I kind of agree, kind of don't agree, because I have sites that I have ranked all the way up to the very top, first place in competitive niches with no content whatsoever on my money site, other than just maybe a video from YouTube and a simple blah 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 written on the very top. And those are sites that I actually rent out to clients, and then they can put their own content on there. This way I can charge the snot out of them afterwards with us building the site for them. So this is what I'm doing here. Google's all about the PBN. Google's all about the votes that are going to your money site. These PBNs are votes that are going over to your money site. It's still like that, has been like that since 2001, hasn't changed very much. At the end of the day, if you got powerful PBNs facing your money site, you're going to rank at the very top of Google, no matter what kind of garbage is on your money site. Of course, if you have spammy crap like, you're trying to sell porn and all that, well, obviously, eventually, I don't think you're going to last very long, but you're still going to hit the very top of Google because we've done a few case studies and we can't really go into detail what we ranked, but we ranked some pretty crappy stuff, and we were amazed to see that the PBNs actually helped the site that had some pretty scuzzy stuff on it rank to the very top of Google. So we know without a doubt that PBNs are the way to go. This is the way you structure a PBN here. Basically, what I do is I buy the PBN. Keep in mind that whenever you buy a PBN, you don't know how long that PBN has been dormant, asleep, sleeping giant, sleepy willow. So at the end of the day, you have to revive that PBN. It's not as simple as just grabbing your PBN and pointing it to your money site, and that's it. What I always do is I buy a PBN and I wait a month before I point that PBN over to my money site. During this time in which I am hitting that PBN with Twitter, Facebook, Blogger Blog, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and whatever other media that you want to hit your PBN with. This will tell Google that that PBN is alive, that website, that URL is actually alive and it is circulating the internet. So I do this for every one of my PBNs. Now, say for instance, you have very powerful PBNs. You don't want to outright just point to your money site because you know that your goose is cooked. Google's going to know that you're SEOing your stuff. So what I do is I buy less powerful PBNs like these 5 that are here. And, they're a little deformed. They're a little weird in shape. That means they don't have a very high trust flow. They're probably about 11 to a 16, which is still not a bad PBN, but maybe they don't have a lot of external backlinks. Their trust flow might even be as low as an 8 or a 9. What I do is I put those forward first, and then I hit them with social media for about a month through a program called Cinewire. And I'm not trying to promote Cinewire. I'm just saying it's going to make it a whole lot easier if you were to purchase Cinewire, because if not, to be creating blogs for this thing and to creating YouTube videos and all this other stuff that you'll be doing and putting them out there, you'll actually be just working social media and you'll never have time to actually do anything for your money site. So Cinewire is the way to go to create this in, but this is just a general idea of what I do to rank to the very top. So I will hit my PBN with just social media over and over again, 3 or 4 posts a week for about a month, and then I'll see it index. And once that I see it index, and then I will use that PBN to my money site. Remember that these are not the best PBNs in the world. So now what I do on top of that, I will come over and I will grab a very powerful PBN, an extremely powerful PBN that's got a trust flow of about 36 or 40. And I will grab probably 3 of these bad boys. You can even get away with 1 or 2. I will grab 3 of these bad boys and I will link them at the very bottom, just like so. And I will put all these social media buttons on each one of these PBNs that already, on each one of these on each one of these PBNs, sorry about that, I was burping, can't do two things at once. I will put all these media buttons that have this PBNs linked on there onto my very powerful site, so the juice actually gets transmitted over to the PBN that's weak. So now you have a great domain authority, because Blogger Blog and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube have awesome domain authority. They're at 100, but they have no power in them for, say, a pass flow power. So the PBNs that are extremely powerful, that are at the very bottom of my evil little pyramid, are the ones that are passing the juice over through YouTube into this PBN and then back over to my money site. So this is exactly what I do right here. This bad boy, passes juice on. Oh man, golly. This bad boy here, well, where are you at? Gee whiz, I suck at this thing. This bad boy will pass juice over to him, and this guy will pass juice over to him, and this guy right here will pass the juice over to the money site. And I will do the same thing over and over again for each one of these PBNs. This is exactly what I'm doing to rank my websites on the very top of Google. Doesn't matter what niche. I do this and it works. Try it. And if I'm telling you, you need to get a SendWire. SendWire is probably going to be your best bet. This way, it automatically sets it up for you. You can go to Fiverr and you can get an account set up where a guy there on Fiverr, just type in SendWire in there, and they'll be able to set you up with all the social media buttons. It's like 36 of them. Freaking powerful, man. Doesn't all work for everything, but you'll get the idea once you start using it. And then you go into SendWire, and all you got to do is just post a story or the video and then do it twice a week. And man, I'm telling you, it works. It's bad to the bone, and your stuff will rank. Remember, you'll never get in trouble for too much social media. Just not going to happen. Google will not de-index you over that. If anything else, all it's going to do is going to help your site. So now what you're doing is you're hiding the power of your very powerful domains over, or your very powerful, domains, your PBNs, your very powerful PBNs, and shifting that juice that it has into your weaker domains where Google won't catch that, and this juice here will be passed over to your money site. I hope this helps you out. This is Henry. Thank you so much.